Good day, mate. My name is Todd. Welcome to the Roadkill Cafe podcast, where we travel the roads of America, pick up roadkill along the way, and barbecue them to be delicious. Please say hello to our first line cook, Darren.
I don't I don't recall this being what we're doing, but hello. My name is Darren, and I play Seltra, the Drow Artificer, while I am preparing delicious meals.
My name is Steven, and I am playing Karis, the Dragonborn Druid.
Hello, my name is Brittany, playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin, who can't cook, but would probably not, she wouldn't admit to the whole, ooh, roadkill, I wonder what that tastes like.
Delicious.
All of y'all need help. My name is Becca, and I play Mavari, the tiefling sorcerer.
Great. I'm Miranda. I play Niskita, the tiefling rogue warlock, and Niskita's not allowed in the kitchen. Just throwing that one out there.
Never again.
Never.
Yeah, I apologize. I forgot which podcast we were recording.
Karis specializes in curing meats.
Karen specializes in a lot of things. He's a good guy. You do all right.
He specializes in everything that we don't need right now.
Hey, you know what? Druids, period, specialize in a lot of shit. He is versatile. Druids! They're pretty cool, huh?
No.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They've been a favorite class of mine. Paladins and druids are usually my go-to because they can do anything. So it's like, if you need somebody to take a hit, they can do it. If you need somebody to heal, they can do it. If you need somebody to do damage, they can do it. Paladin's got a bit of a beef in 5e, and I was very happy about that. Smite works better now than it has ever. So that's a fucking delight. What is it? Darren, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in Pathfinder, you had to be a good paladin, and you had to be smiting an evil person, right?
I don't think you had to be. Yeah, and in order to do smites, you had to be a good paladin and smite specifically an evil thing. You couldn't just do it.
Yeah, now it's just like, hey, I'm gonna do some extra damage, and well, okay, go ahead. Like, that's it. It's fucking great. They are beasts. Laurel has pumped out some gosh darn high damage.
I'm straight. That's why I love paladins so much.
And Karis, he's well, I mean, he
Doing his
knocked
best.
LFD off a boat, so that's pretty much my high point. That was hilarious, and I will never forget it.
Leave him alone.
What would happen if Karis picked up LFD and then jumped into a chlorine pool?
I think LFD might be actually okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's in his description. Like, vulnerability, water.
Well, not water, but electricity. Because Karis passively emits it.
He's not
You know
actually
what?
electric. He's magical.
That's
It might be like a toaster in a bathtub sort of thing for LFDs.
yeah. That's what I'm going with. Karis will be
Yeah.
fine.
Do y'all have any classes you lean towards?
Warlock is the best. Warlock best lock because it's magical and it's very customizable and depending on the campaign, like if you're going for a more story drawn campaign, you can do Pact of the Tome, which is more useful for rituals and stuff, but it's not the most useful warlock class for combat per se. But then you have Pact of the Blade, which is really good for it's really good for phase tanking and combat, whereas Pact of the Chain I'm trying for the first time at some point, so I'll see how well that does. Pact of the Talisman is great for supporting, and then there's all of the Eldritch invocations and all that. It's like playing Barbie.
I would like to note something. While they do a lot of damage, they cannot take the hits.
Well, if you have Pact of the Blade, there are Vampiric Blade, that Eldritch Invocation will allow you to life steal.
Yeah, but that's high.
And there are some warlocks who have done damage in the past that are really high to where monsters will turn on them. If you do a lot of damage, the monster will be like, hey, I don't like you.
Hey, Misty Step, Dimension Door.
I do agree, warlocks are a very cool class. but sometimes it's like when they have their strengths are like way up there, but when they have their weaknesses, it's like, good lord. Like they when they have their weaknesses, it can take their knees like right out from underneath them. So I do 100% agree that warlocks like a really really cool class. I think that I think that they don't get enough, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that they could use just a little bit of rework for them to be something that's truly spectacular. Because I mean, come on, man, like only 2 spell slots.
They do a lot of damage though. That's balance.
But like you, but be like, why even have spells if you only get 2 of them?
Because they're badass spells. You cast them at your highest level, and you get them back on a short rest.
And yeah,
Which is only helpful if the party short rests.
I think it's a level 17 warlock gets a level 9, 8, and 7 spell every single day.
I mean, I guess if you live to see it.
Brittany,
Ooh,
what
man.
is your favorite class?
Me or Becca?
Brittany.
Me? Oh, paladins. Now, fighters though, fighters will always be will always be my baby. Cause yeah, no, those are, I love the versatility. I love that they're like the MSG, the spice, if you will, to any other sort of martial class. They just add a little bit more
Did you
if you
call
want to
MSG
like,
a spice?
That's a spice.
yeah.
Spice? I thought.
I'm fucking around. Oh,
Oh god.
I mean, like it's something found in nature and it makes something taste better. So close enough. But yeah, no.
Seasoning.
The point of the matter is fine. If not MSG, then the salt. I just want to say if you add too much of it, yeah, I guess you have too much of fighter. But the point of the matter is, fighters super versatile. They can, if you build them out right, they are so they can really rock your freaking world. Paladins, but I do have to admit, Todd, I have been sleeping on paladins. Laurel's the first paladin I've ever played. I may not go back. It feels so good.
I'm gonna be honest. My first time playing any game, I always make a paladin because in almost every game they're in, they're one of the most powerful classes.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft, my first one was a paladin. Neverwinter Nights, my first one was paladin. D&D, my first one was a rogue, but then he died 8 times, and I made a
Yeah.
paladin.
Yeah, I can never play a rogue again. All my rogues blow up.
I have bad ideas, so I had to get something more hit points.
Every last one of my rogues just explode, literally, and I mean that literally. They explode.
only in the literal sense.
All right, well.
Darren,
All right,
you
Darren,
played
what's your hot
every
take on
class.
this?
Yeah, what you got?
Favorite class. I
Mm.
really do like playing as warlocks. My problem with warlocks being that they are very squishy, and your evasive options like Misty Step and Dimension Door really selfish if the rest of the party can't do it too. So you'll live maybe. The rest of the party will probably die.
That's okay though.
Not really.
Sacrifices must be made.
Well,
Not if
but you do Misty Step and Dimension Door to get yourself out of danger because you yourself cannot take a hit from a single monster. And if the rest of your party cannot take the same hit, then it's not your fault.
I think we do have kind of a bigger problem if no one else can.
Well, no, my point being, I'm like, and two, I don't know. So the reference Todd was making was the fact that my character was able to do a lot of damage, but then would get knocked out in the next turn because I didn't have enough HP to take it. So it wasn't so much a, oh, this is dangerous, let me leave, as much as it was a, and now I'm unconscious. Oh, you did like 70 damage. It hits you and you're down.
Yeah, that's rough.
Plus the whole spell slots thing makes it really hard to try and justify. I'm gonna use shield. Oh, now I'm out of spells. Or I'm gonna do. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I think your last character, I can't remember what that warlock's name was, but I think
Morian.
partnered with Laurel would have made a different outcome.
Oh, absolutely. He would have been way more effective. Another big problem with that was that my he was not DPS, I will say, but the rest of the party was not helping in terms of like he was the only guy on the front line,
Try.
which he was not supposed to be. He was supposed to be, get in there, do damage, and leave, and the rest of the party was like, let's see how God intervenes. And then I would get knocked out, and then they would be like, then they'd be like, oh, see, this is why we shouldn't have done this. Like, it would have worked if you were backing me up instead of sitting in the back waiting for me to get my ass beat.
Yeah, I feel like we're going down a hole where this is a therapy now.
Yes, it is.
You've been hanging
But yes,
out.
I like warlocks and paladins. Some of my favorite multi-class options would be a paladin and a warlock.
Now, I want to ask Miranda, because a person from the land of syrup, I'm sure, has the best answer. But first, I want to roll over to the power gamer, Becca, the person who pretends to not know as much as she does. Go ahead.
What?
What do you mean, power gamer? She's just existing as a sorcerer.
Twin spell heals. Kiss my ass.
Let's see. I prefer support classes, so like I'll lean more towards like druid and clerics, and now like, well, of course, like Mavari being like the divine soul sorcerer and everything. So I think clerics would definitely be my favorite though, because much like I think warlocks, they can be very versatile, because you can be a pure caster, or you can build a cleric to be up front in like melee fight too. So
Yeah, I agree. The versatile class is the most fun because you never feel locked in.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I love rogues, but at the same time, you got one job. That's all you're ever going to be.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you going to stab it? Are you going to touch it with your cold spell? No, I'm just going to stare at it. Okay.
It's called Touch of Freezy Fingers.
Chill touch. There it is. It lost me there for a
The
second.
caress of the freezy fingers.
There we go.
I will forever call
That's
it
a
that
persuasion check. Okay, Miranda, what do you got?
now. My go-tos typically are paladin and, as of late, rogue. Paladin, I just like being big, tanky, I'm gonna sprig you up kind of characters for those guys. All paladins I've played have ended up being evil, which has been great.
Like
One of them
Oathbreaker?
actually ended up being the big bad evil guy of the campaign at one point. So they learned the lesson, don't mess with paladins, because I almost wiped out the entire party. And keep in mind, I was still a level 6, and I did a lot of damage. And that's why I like paladins. They do a lot of damage, and they do a lot of fun stuff. And then sometimes you just ask for the power of God to assist, and it's beautiful. But lately I've been trying to look at kind of like beyond the D&D normal source books, and I came across one that was really cool called Evolutionist. And yeah, so what it is it's basically allowing you to really customize yourself physically through augmentation or flesh stitching or installing like magical lacrima things, whatever source materials into you. But it enables, like, if you want to give yourself extra movement speed, okay, cool, now you sew and stitch together legs that give you the extra movement speed. And it also gives you the opportunity to, I guess, disturbing as it may sound, hunt down your materials. Because it can mean, like, certain races. So if you hunt down, people of a certain, like, dragonborns and whatnot.
Genocide.
Yeah. So that was one I wanted to try out at one point, because it was a very, very customizable class, and I really, really want to play around with that.
So your goal at some point is to take out a whole race of people.
Mass murder. No, I wasn't gonna go that route, because there are multiple methods you could choose.
Mhm.
One of them is through mechanical augmentation. So it's like it's taking aspects of an artificer, but it's putting it to your body.
Maybe Iron Man
Yeah, basically.
or Cyborg.
Yeah, that's That's pretty much what it is.
I think that's more accurate.
Yeah, and I was doing some test builds, and I was thinking of doing there's an alchemical aspect behind it too, so you can give yourself like certain resistances, and it enables you to have access to certain spells like polymorph. It just seems really, really, really cool.
That sounds super
And broken.
cool. Well,
it's broken as hell.
Oh really? It's not balanced.
I don't know. It's fun, is what it is.
Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Balance is so hard in this game. It's
All you need is a scale.
Here, shut up.
Okay.
My husband, everybody.
Yeah, no, Brittany summed it up. Darren, shut up. No, because there's a lot of times that I want to give you guys something like specifically because it's like, oh, good job, you can have this. Oh, well, you can outweigh the other characters. Fuck, never mind. Here's a pull stick instead. Beat them in the head. Do a good job.
Classes are fun, and I won't talk about homebrew classes. There's some pretty.
Somebody has decided to go off off the reservation.
Yep.
I was joking about Miranda.
Me?
Yeah, go picking a class that wasn't in the book, like a cheater. No, I'm kidding.
There's some cool shit that's not in the book, and it sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, no. I mean, you have access to it. Like, yeah. So, wait a minute. No, you got access to it. You can use it. That's what makes homebrew so fun.
I've had people ask me about classes, and I'll look at it, and I'm like, you can play it, but this has got to go. This has got to go. That's a super no. Immune to this damage, no. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop it.
I suppose you have to be careful when it comes to like homebrew classes because some of them are just not balanced.
All right, guys, we will see you in a minute.
This is Brittany, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. Outside of her village was the farthest that Laurel has ever been. She remembered her stomach twisting with anxiety that all she ever knew was gone, disappeared over the horizon. The only thing ahead of her was stranger and a path to the unknown. The trip was long and winter was beginning to worsen. On the second day of travel, Laurel exited her tent to find it snowing. She thought back to Miss Clara and hoped that the old woman had enough firewood. Her riding mount, Smoke the Mastiff, followed behind Rainer's horse. The dog was friendly and would swing his large head back to make sure that Laurel was doing all right. Rainer spoke little during the trip. When he did talk, it was gentle and kind, and it often concerned her comfort. When she requested something, he did the best he could to provide for her. Laurel didn't speak much either, and there was always an awkward tension when another topic came up that didn't involve the immediate situation. Knowing what she knew now, Rainer was just that kind of man. He had no wife, no children, and he had never taken on a child as a squire before. Laurel at the time wasn't a fan of strangers and preferred the familiar. So, needless to say, it was hard for them to bond the first few days together. But things changed when they were on the final stretches to the temple. The snow was deep at this point, and Laurel remembered anticipating getting to their destination. The weather was so miserable, even Rainer was distracted by the cold. Only Smoke was the first to see them. Bandits came rushing from the trees, and she was thrown from Smoke's back when the dog lunged to attack them. Rainer was already off of his horse by the time she was able to pull herself out of the snow. She was terrified and moved to hide when something yanked her back by her jacket. Her legs dangled from the ground, and a dirty glove covered her mouth and nose as a bandit hoisted her up and held a blade to her neck. The edge of the cold metal and the fear of death was something she never forgot. The fighting stopped as the bandit demanded their supplies in exchange for her life. She had locked eyes with Rainer at that moment, and though she was terrified, she could see the fear in his eyes too. His expression turned to worry, then contemplation, then to frustration as he moved to give into the bandit's demands. A wash of shame came over Laurel. They needed those supplies, and Rainer clearly loved his horse. He would mutter words to his horse more than he ever spoke to her, and praised him for toughing out the harsh cold. And now Rainer was going to give it up for someone he barely knew. an orphan who was too much of a burden to keep around. And it seemed even still, she was a burdensome thing that weighed down the people who were doing their best, trying their hardest to deal with her. Laurel's face became hot as tears ran down her face. She didn't want to be a burden to anyone anymore, which started right there and now. With all of her strength, Laurel twisted her head away from the hand that held her mouth and bit down as hard as she could. The man screamed and immediately dropped her, but she didn't let go. She bit and held on for dear life before a large gray mass came charging in and knocked her and the man into the snow. Smoke wrestled with the bandit as Raynor engaged the others, and as quick as the encounter began, it ended. What was left of them fled, and the rest were dead or injured in the snow. When it was all over, Raynor rushed over to check on her. When he saw that she was okay, he looked relieved. Laurel apologized for being so useless, but he denied it and commended her on her being brave enough to fight back. She remembered that day fondly, as terrifying as it was. It was then that she felt that this was the start of something truly new and exciting. She didn't know where the path ahead of her was going to lead, but she felt assured it was to better things.
Not too much happened last time you guys were in here. You made your way a little bit upwards towards there on the northern side of the city, and Laurel finally got to start trying to save some people. It was the amphitheater where all those people had been before, and she had wanted to save them, but unfortunately it was not in the cards. A lot of them, most of them, were dead by the time you guys got there. So that sucks. But hey, you got it now. You're there. You're fighting some demons. Some that are kind of weird because Karis, he cast Moonbeam on them, and what that did was it made it to where whenever they're moving around, the skin on them is changing as they're moving because they're those see-through kind of like demons with the skin that you can see the muscles and bone underneath, but then sometimes they'll have flesh on them and skin. And that's what you guys are noticing. And Chorus has mentioned it. He's taken an interest in it. But right now, people are getting hit. There's some fighting going on. So he will probably address that more once things have settled down a little bit. But for now, you guys heard a bit of noise and a roar as a large creature had come out the top of the amphitheater. There was a giant shadow, and Becca was very excited. She was like, yes, more things to fight. I'm looking forward to this. We're doing so good. Becca, how many spell slots do you have?
3.
3. Are they level, 5 spell slots?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. All right, don't worry. It's stealthing, so we're all right. It's invisible. So, you heard this giant roar, and you see the shadow coming up over the amphitheater. And then it kind of lands on the other side of all these bodies. And in fact, Becca, you are correct. It is Delphine. She roared and she swooped down, seeing you guys fighting. I had rolled it out at the beginning of the fight. Round 5 is where she was going to come into the fight. So she lands and she sees you guys over there, and she's going to just walk across the bodies. She's gonna do a little bit of spit on them. Darren and Brittany, would y'all roll a d20 for me?
Oh,
Add 1 to it.
Oh, really? That's really
Really?
awesome. But still, I could have used that. Natural 20 on mine.
Oh, Darren.
Oh my god, are you serious? Another natural 20.
All right, so they saved from her poison breath. What is wrong with you people? They still take 31 points of damage.
It's all they
wait.
wanted to.
I'm dumb. Well, nah, she wouldn't have known that anyways. Okay, so they're immune to fucking poison.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot about that when I decided to do this. But hey, now she knows that, and she's upset. And that's it. She just comes in there, sprays poison, and then just looks confused.
Like a monkey on a unicycle.
Yes. Niskita, it's your turn. Why don't you do some damage and show her what damage looks like?
I will try. How does that sound? I'm
can
going
do
to. I'm going to chill touch. Oh god, I lost my map here. There we go. Chill touch number 5.
Number 5.
I guess.
All right.
I guess. Let's see.
AC to beat
Let's see.
26.
Well, it was 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And let's go for a solid 2d8. 9. 9 necrotic.
9. That's not bad. Good on you. Way to go. Give yourself a high five.
Hey.
High five.
Oh shoot, I can't do much for my bonus actions anymore, really. Okay, that's it.
Alrighty. So, after that badass damage from our local rogue, number 3 is going to attack Seltra. He's going to try to bite you. He opens his mouth. Num num. That's a 10 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Well, alright. Well, you better watch out, buddy, because here comes his claw. That's 17.
That also doesn't hit.
You know what? Whatever. Fucker. Next in the initiative order, because that was a waste. Uh-oh, it is Seltra. Seltra, this thing tried to bite you, tried to claw at you. Miss. What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna retaliate in kind.
Or you could take him to dinner. Negotiating.
A 26 and a 20.
Oh, both hit, yeah.
D6. Oops, I fucked up. Oh, hey, it didn't actually. Of course, it's awful damage. 6 force damage and 6 radiant damage for the first hit.
Not terrible damage. I mean, it's average.
1d6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 10. That's 10 force damage and 1 radiant damage for the second hit. So a 12 and 11.
No. That is some pretty good damage, sir. That thing is really hurting.
And then let's see. As a bonus action, I won't do anything. I don't have any. There's no good positioning. So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
I forgot number 3 is in the Spirit Guardians.
Fuck. I forgot about that bullshit. What saving throw was it?
Wisdom?
I will ask that you come to these conversations prepared. Thank you. Wisdom, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12.
That's a fail.
He's been.
How much damage does he take? Oh god.
11 points of damage. 11 points of radiant damage.
What's the max damage?
Max?
Mhm.
Whatever 8 times 3 is.
24.
Yeah.
You could have killed him.
Could have.
Morel, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Alrighty. 5 is still up,
Five is
so
still
I'm going to try to take him out with my long sword. Okay, first swing. Ooh, 12.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, what about okay. It's a 9. That doesn't hit.
A 9, so close. But no.
Was it though? And then bonus actions. Anything yet? Nah. All right, nothing yet. So nope. That's my turn.
Well, alrighty then. Don't worry, this battle has turned. It was 7, it's down to 4. You gotta win. You ain't got shit to worry about. Oh. After that, number 6 is gonna go. Number 6 is going to attack Razmi, who I believe was in a bad and precarious position recently. He's gonna try to bite her. He's looking hungry. He's looking at her. He's gonna get himself an elf popsicle. Damn it, that's a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
But He's got them claws. I hope you're ready for a tickling. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is 10 slashing damage, and if you would please make a Constitution saving throw.
Razmi is down, so does she still need to do that?
Sure, just in case somebody brings her back.
Oh, a 22.
A 22. That's pretty good for you. All right, so she is not paralyzed. That still only happens to Seltra. So unfortunately, Razmi has gone under.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Number 6 still needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it, lady! That's a 19.
That's a pass. Still gets half damage. Where's Moonbeam at?
Last time we saw it, I think it was on number 2.
No, I moved it once.
Uh-oh.
Either to 1 or George, but either way, it's not hurting anyone right now.
Oh, that was it's 9 points of damage.
Alright. 9 points of damage. Number 6. He's not looking great.
Good.
Actually, none of them are looking great. Alright. So, after that, Mavari, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I need to get Razmi back up, but I feel like if I get her back up, she's just gonna go back down again.
That number 6 is not distracted by anything else, so you are pretty correct.
I can probably fix that, so do what you were gonna do.
Okay. I'm just all I got is I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on. I'm gonna move up to Razmi and cast Cure Wounds on her at first level because that's all I got. Oh, 12 points of healing.
Shit.
I rolled max.
Nice.
She is back up and ready to go. Fofo. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn, Miss Mavari?
Not much I can do other than move back again. Heal and run.
All right.
Effective strategy.
Yes,
Yeah,
effective
we just-
indeed, as you leave number 3's threatened range.
Oh, true.
But here's the question. Do I want to bite you or do I want to claw you? Your sorcerer, so I really want to bite you, but also paralyzing you feels pretty good.
You want to say neither.
Man, I'm not sure. Karis, what do you think I should do? Bite or claw?
This is for which one?
Mavari, number 3.
Number 3. Probably claw, just because that would statistically have the most range while someone is walking away.
You know what? Logical. Okay. Mavari, here's that claw. 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Oh.
Here's that slashing damage. 18.
Four.
God dang. 18.
18?
2d8. I rolled an 8 and a 7.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Am I? Wait, hold on. This is-
Are you adjacent
Mavari,
to
where
either
did you
of them?
move to? Either that
I
or my.
was right
next
here.
to Seltra.
Yeah. So you could do your little...
Yeah, because I was gonna be like, no. Hold on. I will intercept, so I
Right.
can take away some
Hey.
of that damage.
Okay.
So I will roll 1d10 plus 3.
You roll that. Mavari, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, right.
Let's see who rolls higher, huh? This will be fun.
Please. Okay, well.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, a 6.
Reaction. I will use my my inspiring thingy to make that a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
So then that's a 10. That's a fail. Mavari, you are paralyzed.
Oh,
Never mind,
yay.
whatever.
I negated 5.
So you take 13 points of slashing damage instead of 18. So that's good.
Yeah.
So, are you? How you doing? How you doing? You good?
I'm below half my hit points, which isn't high to begin with.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, 15.
That is that's pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now let's do that thing. The concentration.
Oh. Right. That's a constitution one, right?
Yes, but all you have to get is a 10. Watch you roll a nat 20 on this one.
Oh, hi.
13.
Oh, hi.
Good enough. Oh, you got a +4? Oh, you just rolled bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled real bad. All right. So you still have your stupid guardians, but you are paralyzed. Let's talk about what that does. You are incapacitated and can't move or speak. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attack that hits you is a critical if they are within melee, or if it is within melee, and you automatically fail strength or dex saving throws. So if somebody was to, I don't know, AOE, you're fucked. You're dead. You're done. Let's hope nothing like that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest, what would you like to do?
Move Moonbeam to number 5.
Sounded simple. Okay.
As to me. Constitution saving throw. Moonbeam. Yeah, Constitution saving throw has to be to 14.
That is an 18, sir.
Okay, he takes 8 radiant damage.
You said number 8, or 5?
I don't even know. Yes.
Okay.
All I can effectively do, because, yeah. Or wait, is Rasmi still down?
Yeah.
She's
She
healed.
has 12 hit points, I believe.
Okay, I will hold off then.
You did say number 5, right? Sorry.
Correct. Oh, yeah, I couldn't have done anything anyways because of spells. Actually, on that note, I will use my movement to approach.
Ooh.
Actually, no, I'm not. I retract my movement because my Moonbeam is doing a lot of work and I don't want to lose it.
Fair enough. Well, you do see Delphine, the dragon who took a little bit of a liking to you. She's coming up on your left. And she's not going to use her stupid breath weapon again, so she'll actually be useful next round. So disappointed in myself. Round 6. Razmi is back up. Half movement to get up, but it's okay. She's probably not going anywhere. What is she going to do?
Goodness.
Gracious, great balls of pie.
I want her to disengage, but if she moves, that's another person onto Mavari.
Don't worry, I can get Mavari.
Okay.
Yeah.
Razmi's gonna disengage and move away from the fight.
Oh no.
I'm gonna move her back over here behind, like, near Niskita, and that is the end of her turn.
So, not bad. Not bad. However, number 5 is going to go. Ah, shit. Alright, so what all does he have to do? A con save and a wisdom save? Alright, for the Moonbeam, that is a 14. For the stupid little spiritual guardians, that's an 11.
Alright, that's a fail.
Moonbeam was a 14, so that means it passed? Yeah. 8 points of radiant damage. Or, wait, 9 points of radiant damage.
Yeah. Alright.
Another 9 points of radiant.
Son of a bitch. This dude just lost a huge chunk of health just fucking starting his turn. What the hell?
Yeah, maybe don't stand there, bitch.
That's actually a good idea. He will jump on Laurel. No, he's gonna try to bite Laurel. I don't, because he's dumb. Is he? Kinda. It's okay. Alright. Here comes that bite. Laurel, I hope you're ready for this net 20. Oh. Hey, 24?
Yeah, that hits.
Bite. That is 6 points of piercing damage. Oh, that's rough. You guys suck. However, here's the part that really sucks. Are you ready, Laurel?
Yeah.
Oh, your charisma is reduced by 4.
What?
Yeah,
4? Yeah, I know. I just.
So it's a 1d4, and I believe I've rolled a 4 every time it's you.
Okay, so
Yeah,
now
I think I did
I'm
that to
at
Niskita.
13.
Damn, not even below 10 yet? Shit.
You're a charismatic person. Got me more,
I
though.
thought I got you more than once with that bite.
No, you did.
Yeah, you just fucking got charisma. CFD charisma for days. Here comes the claw. Rawr. Oh, that really isn't at 20.
Oh. Okay.
Hold shift. 23 points of slashing damage.
Oh. Hey, ouch.
That's very average. That was actually 1 point away from the average. And if you could please do a Constitution saving throw.
At least I got that going for me.
You know, it's pretty rough when you crit with a monster and the players just go, ouch. Damn.
Oh,
That's just sad. It's like, all right,
I'm sorry,
that
I did it the wrong way. 1D. Oh, that's a 20.
Oh, all right, so you're fine. Nothing happens minus the ouch.
Ouch, indeed.
All right, so that guy's so fucking hurt. You can see he bites you, he claws you, but it literally looks like this is the last actions of his life. Mavari could go over there and poke him in the eye, and he'd probably fucking fall over dead. Oh, she wasn't paralyzed. All right,
He doesn't
so
have to. He's
is the person next to her? Hold on, let me look real quick. Number 7, where are you?
he's up to me, near me.
Damn it. All right, number 7 is gonna attack Seltra, because that's it. All right, Seltra, I hope you're ready. Here comes this bite. He's gonna gnaw down on you with these fucked up, ugly ass fangs. No, he's not. Never mind. 15 to hit.
15 doesn't hit.
Well, watch out, sir, because these claws. 14 to hit.
Nope.
Damn. All right. So fortunately, the dragon walks up, and you can hear this crunching and squishing noise as her very large figure moves across the corpses of these humans. And you even hear a couple of sounds as she does it, like they weren't maybe all dead.
Ugh.
Yeah. But she just walks across them as if it's nothing. And then she comes down with her giant mouth onto one of these demons. Alright, so unfortunately, she doesn't get to do any poison damage, which is where a lot of her damage comes from. But number 5 is going to take 14 points of suck-ass damage. Fortunately, he did. Who's next to him? Number 7, right? Yup. Okay, so she's going to turn and do a bit of a claw at number 7. 2 claws are going at number 7. Both of them hit. She does a total of 26 points of damage. It's kind of weak, actually. So number 7 was pretty hurt. Now he's very hurt. After that, Niskita, what would you like to do?
I am going to go stab something. So I'm going to move next to the paralyzed Mavari.
Yeah, you gonna hit her?
I'm
Stab
not going to
her.
hit Mavari.
Automatic crit. Take her out.
No.
You get 5 gold.
No. I'm going to stab number 3 here. For a 10.
I regret to inform you a 10 will not hit.
Well, what about an 18 with the dagger?
Hey, that'll hit! Just throw the sword away. You haven't hit with it yet.
I don't want to throw the sword away. It's still fairly useful in some aspects.
Okay.
5 piercing. I'm not going to do the poison because they're immune to poison. Do I get sneak? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do. Stabby stab!
Lots of stabbing. 10 sneak, and I'm also going to use my last Wails of the Grave to get it on number 6.
Oh dear me.
So he's going to take 7 necrotic.
So I will say, number 3, what does it look like when Niskita fucking kills him?
Gonna go straight to the throat. Not even just a straight across, just jabbed right into the throat.
Oh, that's vicious.
Just Do it with a smile.
Yeah. This
Service with a smile.
partially, this partially flesh neck, just the blade comes out through the back of it. You pull it back out, and he just drops to the ground. After that, it is, number 3. I believe he did. He did! Seltra, what you gonna do with all that?
I would like to attack number 7. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Fuck!
20 damage.
Son of a fuck! He had 19 hit points.
Well, now he's dead.
Yes.
And
What does that look like?
Seltra slashes up across him, and because it's force damage, it just kind of blasts his ribcage open. And then there's holy light that sprinkles in because it's also radiant damage.
Sprinkle.
And I'm gonna step forward and use my bonus action to push the can't do anything about it Mavari back 5 feet.
I forgot a little bit about your stupid telekinesis. And for some reason, I thought you were gonna walk over there and like literally just push her. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
No, telekinetically shove Mavari back with my my bonus action, and then make another attack against old boy right here.
Now, would she fall over since she doesn't have any control? Like, how much control do you
Straight up
have?
thought she was just on the ground. I thought she was already prone, so
I mean, she could be.
So yeah, just kind of like, because it's described as a push, so it's
Like
not
a
really.
ragdoll.
Yeah, it's described as a shove. It's not like I telekinetically lift them up and move them over.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just kind of push her over.
Rude.
Sorry.
Yeah. Lamar's got like a little bit of a skid on her face from where she's hitting that limestone. They had paved roads back then. Well, this city.
I missed the second hit though.
Hey, that's good news. Number 6 is still alive, and his odds are looking good against the 7 of you. You know what? It might be time to run. Whose turn is it? Can he run? Laurel! Oh, this is the demon specialist. Laurel, assaulting paladin, go, go, go!
Only one more roll. How far? I know that's definitely within 30 feet. I just need to know.
Guilty Ricks.
Okay, yeah, no. I am going to charge forward, combat roll between frickin' Seltra and Desquita.
Love it.
To get to 6. And then swish.
Swish and flick.
Just head clean off. Let's do it.
Go, 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 go.
11.
Go,
I am not on top of.
I don't know why, but I've had that song in my head for so long.
Another 11. Wow, that's unprecedented. Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty I think I'm upset about the fact that that a certain someone is freaking trampling all over innocent lives. I'm just so angry right now.
I assumed that Laurel had to put a lot of effort into tucking and rolling in full plate armor. So maybe just all the energy went into that.
Angry.
Rawr.
My turn.
Alright. So angry Laurel tries to swing, unfortunately. Her eyes are red with rage. And it is number 6's turn. Can he run? He's surrounded by Seltra and his kid and Laurel. He's got that many hit points. I don't think he's gonna make it.
He does have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't forget, I got Sentinel locked on I got Sentinel ready.
She got the game on lock. Toy
Run
chest.
if you want. Won't run no
okay.
tie tired.
So we'll start here. Wisdom saving throw. Thank you, Darren. I'm glad you're here to remind me of these things.
You're welcome.
Go fuck yourself. All right.
That's later.
That is a 7.
That's a fail.
You're a fail.
12 damage.
Oh my god. Son of a bitch. He has less than 20 health now. This is not cool, man.
All the moths are now looking at him. There's no one left.
They glare.
Fuck. I mean, he isn't actually retarded. I just did that so they don't gang up on one person. He has no reason to stick around. He doesn't know that Laurel has Sentinel. He is going to disengage and run. Laurel, do what you do.
All right. Excellent. Watch me miss. Oh,
Not gonna lie, kind of hope you do.
watch me miss. Okay. All right. Let's do this thing.
What you miss. What you miss it.
16.
I'm sorry, what?
16.
That's not a miss. That is his AC is 15.
All right. Excellent.
Oh no, we gotta kill him.
17.
17 points of damage.
Total. Yeah, total damage.
He has 17 health. So he
That feels
turns,
good.
Eat my
steps down
screen.
to run, and Laurel just strikes him across the back with this fucking holiness of Torm. Sword down, strength up. Demon dead.
That's the way I practice fiscal responsibility.
So with that, the demons are all dead. Everybody can relax, and you are all out of initiative.
I quickly turn to Delphine. Get off.
Please.
Off.
Please.
She just kind of looks at you.
Also, thank you. But can you, like,
Get off.
lift off the people, please?
I have a question for DM ruling.
Oh no. What's up?
Actually, I'm not even going to ask it. I'm going to cast Locate Creature for human. Because corpses are technically counted as objects. So by Locate Creature for human, we don't have any humans in this party. So theoretically, it should point me to the nearest human there is that's alive.
Well, that's a strange way of using it, but yeah, there is a human alive in there.
Oh,
What
man.
direction? The nearest creature of a specific kind. As long as you have seen a creature up close, which I very much have.
So I could tell you within 5 feet of you, to the north of you, in that big old patch of bodies.
Karis is just going to start pulling bodies off.
Delphine,
I believe I may have found one alive.
Delphine looks at you, Laurel, turns, walks across the corpses, and then spreads her wings and pushes up into the air.
I said please.
I
said please.
hey,
I will go over and help
taking
Lavaria.
everything in my power not to scream obscenities at her right now.
I will
Thank
help
you.
Lavaria. Like arm, like
rude.
arm under arm. Like you go okay? Are you still paralyzed?
I'm fine. You didn't have to push me though.
I'm sorry. I was trying to keep you out of danger, but
The old dirt
I
skid across
forgot
the
you
pipe.
couldn't move, so I just kind of shoved you. I apologize.
I am going to start helping Karis pull people out, but I am actually going to turn into my hybrid form and start using my nose to try to find and hear like a search dog. I'm going to start trying to find any living bodies and dragging them out.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception check with advantage.
All right, perfect.
Would anybody else like to try to find bodies?
I
Me,
would
of course.
also, but let's see how well this goes considering.
Well, everybody's doing a different way of finding bodies. So if you have I know you would use investigation.
I would absolutely love to use investigation.
So if you have a different way of contributing to it, that will help in the long scheme of things, because locate creature lasts how long, Karis?
An hour.
Yep, an hour. But it's one creature.
Yeah, and you're also talking about digging up bodies while you're doing it, so it would take longer than an hour. So if you have something to contribute, then please do so.
It would take longer than an hour to
Dig up all
dig
these
up
bodies.
this edge of the pile. Like, it's not in the middle.
Well, no, like not this edge of the pile, but I'm
No,
talking
search
about.
the whole pile.
Yeah, I'm talking about finding as many as you can.
Oh, well, I mean, the spell only works for one person, so I now know there is life within this pile. That's all I was going for.
Wait, what level spell is it?
4.
You used a level 4 spell slot to find one almost dead person.
Yeah, and it's a very noble thing to do.
Steven, do
want
you have
to-
inspiration?
I don't. I will add it, though.
All right.
I will go ahead and try and investigate the bodies for signs of life.
I rolled a 9.
All right. So with advantage.
Yeah.
All right.
I-
No, it happens. It's okay.
Well, I'm rolling for a specific one, so I assume that's perception, which I roll 25.
You're looking for a specific person?
Miho.
Yes, the one that my spell is pointing towards.
Well, you don't have to look for them. Your spells.
Oh, you already found them, so so
okay.
now you're just looking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then. Well, that 25 just went to waste.
Oh,
That could
you're
be to
looking
help look for more.
Okay, yeah, I guess just that was perception.
All right. And Celtra investigation, what did you get?
Am I getting advantage? Because if not, that's a 10.
Do you have a good reason to have advantage?
Just
make something up real good. That's all you gotta do.
No,
it's not good.
I can't think of anything.
Helping me.
I mean, I could be helping Laurel, but that
would give her advantage that she already has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to wait on her roll the advantage.
Mavari, Niskita, do y'all want to look for bodies or are you resting?
Do you want to help me? So I can get advantage?
I will say Razmi would help you because she's often following Celtra.
Okay. Oh, really? That's so much better. 11.
That's awkward. Mavari
Yeah.
and Niskita. Niskita, you are a grave talker.
Yep.
Do you have a good way of finding
Graves?
bodies, non-corpses?
Nope.
Fair enough. Mavari?
Mavari really does not have any interest in finding bodies. She is poking at the demon bodies, though. She's, like, cutting open the chest of one of them.
She's a little less adorable these days, but I still like her.
She's not the same anymore.
So, Steven, you're doing pretty good with finding heat signatures. You could smell them. You're kind of trying to see them, and you can find a good bit or a good number of people that are still alive. You're able to find 5 people that are still living.
You said 5?
Yes, 5.
Does
Counting
that
the one.
include the one with the spell?
Yes.
Okay.
You're able to find 5 total people that are living. And Darren and Laurel, you're both able to find 1 apiece. It takes you a while to dig to them, but with all that effort, you're unable to find any other ones.
So, all together, you found 5, we found 2, so that's 7?
Yes.
All
But
right.
when I say barely alive, I mean barely alive. They were waiting for their turn.
I will use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds and hopefully I know it's not gonna bring them right back up to fighting fresh, but pull them from the threshold of death's door.
Yeah, I mean you're not talking about like fighters or anything like that. So I mean they all pretty much they're not gonna take much to heal. One of your heals is gonna be all of their lives.
Fair.
All right, so, Stelter, how many was that?
Oh, what's it called? I only had 1, so let's see. 10.
So that's just one person with 10 health?
Yeah.
Okay, I will pull a chalice out from the void. And I will use my last 2 first level spell slots for cure wounds and heal 4 people.
Oh shit. All right.
Nice, who's left?
That's 5 out of
4?
7.
Yeah, so that's 2 left.
I got
Two
it.
left. Oh, you got it? Okay, I was gonna use my lay on hands, but if you got it, you're better at healing than I am.
Mavari comes over, and her hands are covered in demon blood, and she touches 2 people, and I'll twin spell it for just using 1 spell slot at level 1.
I just imagine.
These poor sons of bitches.
You just reach out, like wipe the blood on their face.
It's not on their face. She touches like their stomachs and stuff.
Their butt.
Sure, that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
9 hit points to both of them.
All right.
Oh, if I should have rolled.
I would. It's not too important. I mean, unless
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
For
Unless
once,
you're like,
I
hey,
don't
come
want
fight.
to roll. Yeah, I don't want to roll 4 times.
You can if you want. All right. So you guys are able to save a few people. Mavari, what are you trying to learn from digging at them? Is it anything in particular, or are you just browsing?
Well, she blew out the chest of the last one they were able to study. So she can't get past. Well, she doesn't know if it has a rib cage, so she's cut it open. Like she's doing like a full on,
Autopsy?
yeah, of this body, and is like searching around to see how their anatomy works, if there's anything she can glean about the demon.
Okay. So I will try to hit this 1 point at a time. As you are getting an automatic success on a knowledge check because you have its chest open, it doesn't have a rib cage necessarily. You are you just cutting open one or more than one?
She probably would open multiple because they started biting us, and she's trying to decipher how their powers work to best combat it later if they encounter them.
Okay. So some of them have a rib cage and some of them don't. By the way you're looking at it, it looks like the rib cage are formed recently. It's more of like a gel Play-Doh that is being shaped. You can tell that some of them it's been formed recently. Like they did not have a rib cage until the last few days or so. And then some of them do not have any rib cages at all. It's just like a gel skin that's covering their chest cavity, and they do not have a heart.
Do they have any other organs that?
They don't really seem to have traditional organs. It's more of like a line, like a small intestines, except for that's their entire insides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Would there be anything? Is there anything I would glean useful for later? Maybe, maybe a potion or something.
Potion?
Like
I don't know.
Something she could use to make a potion, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Is there anything I would find useful?
If you knew a bit more, then maybe. By cutting them open, I'm trying to remember if Mavari did the knowledge check on them already, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I passed, which is why she started cutting them open again, because she's like, if I can't learn just looking at it, I'm going to study it a little harder.
So I will tell you, looking at their skin and the texture of it and the way it seems to be made, and as much time as you're taking on this, you can tell that they have a resistance to cold, fire, lightning, and non-magical attacks probably wouldn't do much to them. And just remember that for the future.
And they're immune to poison, right?
They are immune to poison, yes.
Okay.
I forget. Was there? I don't think anything happened when I cast Moonbeam on a shapeshifted, or not shapeshifted, but like a mid-transform one. Did I?
Something did happen. That was what happened.
Okay.
Well, Seltra is going to try and start taking these people to a not destroyed building.
Yeah, I'll help him.
That's rough. Alrighty.
Or a more intact building.
Just south of you, you can see that there are the buildings that are intact. You don't see a doorway to it, but you can see it has a roof and all of its walls. Do you want to find that doorway, or do you want to go to a building you already know about, like the temple or like the Constellation building?
We could go inside of this building. Inside of the building just to the south of us, I'll just find a door. Okay. I will leave the I will. Yeah, I'll take the person with me. Okay. Kind of like flung up on the shoulder, because Seltra's not big enough to fireman carry or strong enough.
Get on my shoulder. Wait. Never mind. Wait, get up.
Hold on, cuz.
I got two on my shoulder. I got two, one shoulder, two up underneath each arm, so that I can carry 4 in total.
And I think I've. What's your strength, Sorrel?
My strength?
Yeah.
It's a 17, so +3.
Okay, so I could do the same thing. Oh, so yeah, just between Laurel and me, we can carry the
You can
whole.
carry 2 people each.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seltra just carrying one dude like a weenie. And not even carrying him, we just kind of like
You're
dragging
like
him.
dragging him.
They are essentially all dead weight, so you're carrying just their pure weight. And I'll carry about 250 pounds, no problem. But past that, not really.
Yeah, we got a problem.
You could
I like
drag
you,
them.
Stephanie. No. Fine. 2 over each shoulder then. And they'll
Alright.
come back for the others.
Just tie the other ones to a rope and then put them on your waist, and then just one by one, and then just walk that shit like at a football training camp.
I also still have this chair.
Yeah.
My nat 20 chair.
Do you want to put one in the chair?
I will put one in the chair. The chair is on my back, so I'm carrying 3.
Very nice.
Yes, but you are moving very slowly. I just want to. Okay, no, you can't. You can carry 2 people. that's. I
Don't
love the
throw
chair,
out your
but
back.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna try and investigate this building. This one, I'm assuming, is the one to the south.
All right. So with your arms full, going in there, you investigate this building. Go up a small flight of stairs. It's only 4 separate stairs that go at a curve. They're very wide. It's very luxurious. You can see paintings on the wall. What is it called? Murals, where they painted against the stone itself. It looks like they are tributes to Apollo. You can see there's different musical instruments that are painted. It's very decorative. It's non-functional, pretty much at all, but it's pretty. It doesn't have a function other than being pretty, but there's a lot of places in this town that seem to be focused on looks. But there are like lounging sofas and everything in here. It looks like there's vases that have been knocked on the floor. There's empty statue columns where it looks like maybe there was some canisters in here, or maybe some gold. You can find little pieces on the floor, but just here and there, collective 10 tops. It looks like this place was already went through. And in the back room there, you can see that there's like one of those love seat couches where people relax, and it looks like there was a wine collection. So if Mosquito wanted to go back there, she could disappear for a while. But that's it. This place looks like a place of comfort, a place of luxury, and a place that was robbed. So,
That's fine. We don't need to. We'll start putting. At least Seltra will put one of his people on one of the lounging chairs.
I will carefully. I mean, like, how many like lounging chairs are there?
oh shit.
Quickly.
Behind it before you're noticed.
There are, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's around 15 chairs. There are 3 of these little half love seat couches. And then the one in the back room that just seems like a lot more effort went into it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and throw air quotes. Put the people on one of the on 7 of the 15 chairs.
Okay, you throw him on there. He takes some bludgeoning damages. He's back unconscious.
I don't think Seltra's strong enough to throw someone hard enough to take bludgeoning damage.
Oh, but I will
Yeah,
rest
you got me
mine. I will rest mine upon the lounging chairs, though.
All right. So Laurel is gentle and Seltra is the man.
Seltra kind of like falls over because that was a lot of weight. Accidentally dropped him. Shit! Ah.
Karis picks them both up.
Oh.
Look, I was thinking kind of like, you know how like a dad will pick up 2 kids tussling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as you're doing this, Razmi is helping one walk there, kind of dragging, kind of carrying. She's not very strong, but anybody who's looking at her with an intelligent eye will know she's studying them more than helping. Like, she's kind of every now and then letting their weight go onto them to see how hurt they are. It's very awkward. Mavari and Mosquito, what are y'all doing?
key into the building, and I'm not carrying anyone.
Who's left? That's 2, 4, 5, 6. We're missing one more.
No, we got everybody.
We got everybody?
Yeah.
All right, in the chair. Wait, no.
Wait, no,
Because
yeah.
of
Yes.
Mavari, or not Mavari. Razmi. I got one. Razmi got one. Oh wait, no, you're right. We're
Yeah,
missing
no,
somebody.
I'll go back for the other one.
Mabar's just out there staring at them like, hey, are you gonna get up or what?
You gonna walk?
Mavari's still like working on those bodies. Once Laurel comes back to get that other one, that's when she like stands up and she looks at Laurel and she's got blood like all the way almost to her elbows, and she like shaking it off and like starts wiping it on her dirty ass robe that she still has yet to wash.
I'm a little disgusted, but that's not my concern right now.
She follows you in.
Ready?
I mean, she did smell like death before now. She is wearing the robes of someone who was an immortal living in hell, so that's a thing. Not much has really changed. That's just fresh blood.
Gross. All right. So after setting them up, Seltra is going to ask, Karist and Laurel, could you kind of like arrange the chairs so that we can get to them easier and like run some medical attention? I can't do that.
Say no more. I'll start.
Yeah, just
Start
scooching
moving
chairs
stuff.
around.
Should we go
Alright.
back?
I mean, we can, but somebody's got to get started on making sure these people are okay.
I'll help you set up, and then I'm going back.
All right.
I could do something
Ready.
with an herbalism kit that I don't have, but for some reason I'm proficient in because druids.
If you give if this is somewhat in character, Seltra will say, if you give me an hour, I can get you what you need.
I don't know how to do this in character. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
Kind
well,
of is.
just say I once used herbalism kits to heal people.
I'm a
Just-
blacksmith, not a medic.
Or you could just say, I know how to something to the effect of, I can if I had the proper supplies,
Screw
I
it,
could.
screw it. Let's just continue with it. I don't know. I don't know how
I don't know how
important
to
roleplay
phrase
is
this.
here.
I don't know how to phrase this, so we're playing the feud.
As a blacksmith, you've hit yourself a lot of times. You know how
I
to heal
have.
stuff.
That's actually a really good point. I needed the medic kit in Smithy.
You learn
Yeah,
a lot more from mistakes than you do from successes.
But yeah, if you give me an hour, I can get you the supplies you need.
Well, I want to see how I set this in character first, sir.
Oh, fair enough.
What,
Steven.
me?
Yeah.
Come on. I am familiar with minor injuries and bludgeoning damage. I may be able to help.
If you give me an hour, I can get you the supplies.
Perfect. I love it.
Why is this so awkward?
Sir, it's called being put on the spot.
Ooh.
It wasn't me, so I left it. You did good, sir.
Uh,
All right. So, Seltra goes to work making a herbalism kit. Laurel goes back outside to pick flowers. Mavari sits around, happy and bloodied.
No,
His
she's
body
looking
parts.
for like a cloth in there to like really wipe her hands off.
Yeah, you could find them. There's like lounging towels, lounging clothes, stuff like that. You could just pick one up. Something that probably costs like 20 gold equivalent, but you're like, fuck it.
Mavari's pretty proficient in medicine, so she can actually help as well. She's worked in situations similar to this.
I'm going to go back out.
Run
No, I'm going to go back
triage.
out and look for more survivors. There are hundreds of people in there. Maybe they were able to not be squished by the dragon. So
Dragon.
All right, so Laurel goes back out to keep a search on.
yes,
Karis will follow, just if nothing else, just to help take them back.
okay.
All right. So Karist abandons healing people.
He's making the kit.
Yeah, it takes an hour for me to make the key.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
You know, why wait? Why help him? It's just Seltra.
He's
Fuck 'em.
I'm a
helping
moron.
me. He's helping me.
I'm a moron.
No, he's helping me.
This is fun. All right. Mosquito, what are you doing?
You said there was wine.
Yes, ma'am. There is wine at the back of the building, where it seems to be the nicer part. You could call it where a VIP might be. You've seen rooms like this before.
Yeah, I'm
Secluded,
gonna get wine.
curtain. You kind of lay back in this little love seat cushion, the velvet furniture, just laying in it, imagining what person might have sat in it before, thinking they were high and mighty, that they were rich. They might have even had servants. But now, they're probably dead. And you're here, enjoying what they can't. Isn't it
I
great?
know.
Num num num. All right. So, Laurel and Karis, you guys are out there for a while. You find no other survivors. Seltra, you make an herbalism kit. Karis comes back inside. Mavari is there. You all three help heal people, and Laurel helps comfort them emotionally, because that's her thing. And they do introduce themselves to you eventually as you're helping them. One of them is a older looking female. She introduces herself as Luanda. She has soft white skin. She's pretty short. She would be considered a dwarf in today's terms, but she is, in fact, a human. There's another fella, a younger guy. He's in his teenage years. He's got a bald head and green eyes. His name is Donald. He says hello. There's an older man, very old. He's got rough hands. You can see calluses, torn skin. You can see he definitely works outside. He is not used to the indoors. He's got short, wavy, silver hair and green eyes. He introduces himself as Cedric. He is a shorter man. Sutra probably would be eye to him, which is a little strange. There's another older male there. Also a bit of a working-looking guy. He's got short, wavy black hair and brown eyes. He introduces himself as Justice. Another fella introduces himself as Ronald, and he is older. Also, long
We have
curls.
Ronald and Donald.
Yes. He has darker skin, like he works outside. He has very rough hands. You can tell he works very hard and labor. And there's a woman that actually looks about like him, and she introduces herself as Isolde. And she has long, wavy blonde hair with blue eyes. And then finally, there's one very old man who looks like he's about to die of old age. He looks like he is barely there the whole time, but he has long curled gray hair and he's got green eyes. He introduces himself as Roger. You might be able to surmise, those of you with high deduction abilities, that these people might have been left for last because they are not of peak condition, per se. They're not what you would go for first if you were trying to get rid of the top and most threatening people in the pile, so to speak.
As an aside, I have not changed out of my hybrid form, so I still look like a werewolf.
So who's going
You
to talk
might-
them down?
You might want to change.
What?
You might want to.
Yeah,
You
I
might
actually
wanna-
forgot about that. So they're all like screaming and shit because you got a tiefling, another tiefling, a drow, a dragon man, and a werewolf.
Calm down. Quit screaming.
Stop
We're
screaming
trying
at
to
them.
We're
Who's
trying to
gonna-
help.
Who's going to take the lead here? Kind of want to go with.
Stop screaming at them.
Karis will be. He will take the form of the cloud dragon.
That's going to help.
Laurel
Just to
will change
sort of
that.
like insert presence even further than the large blue scaly meat sack already has.
No.
I think Roger's gonna take this. He's a 90-year-old. He just kind of looks at you. He's, oh, what the fuck are you? Holy shit! Oh God! Oh, Apollo, save me! What are you?
I mean, he hasn't yet, so I wouldn't go relying too much on that one.
Please.
Karis will grab his mouth when he says
Yeah.
that. Do not speak his name.
Oh my!
Thank you.
I don't think that's necessary, Karist. We've come to help. Our appearance may be,
Jarring.
yes, unnerving, but we pulled you from the pile and we've healed you, and I'm sorry that this may come off as a lot, but we're here to help.
I've had to remind myself 3 times during those couple sentences that this is still Mavari.
The little kid looks at the woman and he's like,
Are the monster's gonna eat us?
she just
The
looks
real
scared.
monster is this man you call a god.
Ah!
Get him!
I don't think we should antagonize them, Karist.
Oh.
No. Seltra, unless you have anything positive to say to these people, please.
I mean, if they're up now, then I guess I could go. I got other things I could be working on.
Oh my god!
Okay.
They're gonna kill us all!
No, we're not going to kill you, please. I don't even have.
Maybe turn back into a person, Zelda
I
says
already
he walks into another room.
I already have.
I don't think this is gonna. You're not familiar with my true form.
I meant Laurel, but it's fine. I'm gonna go work on fixing LFD.
Okay, all right. No, okay.
What? Don't know.
No. Go fix LFD. No, you're right. That's something that we definitely need. Go fix LFD.
All right. I'm gonna walk into a different room. Smack the bottle of wine out of Niskita's hand.
Oh shit! Roll initiative.
Oh,
What?
Just, he just like knocks it up so it like splashes into your face. Thanks for the help.
you're welcome.
And he's gonna keep walking into the other room.
So, Laurel, you have a screaming teenager.
Ah!
You got an
No.
old man with a hand over his mouth.
I don't know
No.
if you've ever heard a teenager before.
It's been a while.
I'm going to like look. I know this seems. I know this looks bad. I know this looks scary, but my companion speaks the truth. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to eat you. We're not here to harm you in any way. We pulled you out of that pile for a reason. We are here to help you. Please calm down. It's okay. You're safe.
Let me try again. Becca, how's this for a teenage boy? Whatever, man. And he like tosses his hair
Closer.
back. Okay.
That's better.
There you
I need
go.
my Xbox remote. God.
All right. Then why is he Napoleon Dynamite?
Gosh!
What does the teenage kid sound like? I don't care about any of this. Jeez, leave me alone.
I mean, just go up a higher register, and yeah, that's it.
I like girls!
Lord.
That one works.
Nailed it.
I unironically know a guy that spoke like that. Anyways,
Anyway,
I will
But
say
yeah,
that none of my high school employees sound like that.
Could you imitate them for me?
Actually, no. Your Napoleon Dynamite voice was actually pretty damn close.
I don't want to work the register. I'm too good for this.
Yeah.
well, you have the voice, but then you have the attitude of a stereotypical Hollywood teenage boy, and that really is not doing any favors to their image.
So anyways, he just goes, God, you look like the monsters my dad told me about. Jeez.
I mean, I'm not in the
Karis
room
hope
anymore.
that he's
you're
being
not-
spoken of in legends.
I
He looks like a Hydra, but like a young one.
what?
What?
You know, a Hydra. They got like a tail and a head. They got like scales. God, you don't know what a Hydra is? Jeez.
Oh,
You know
The
what?
adults are speaking.
Can I roll initiative?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
shit. My score's a -1. Let's not do that.
I literally just told them.
saved them.
Literally.
Let's use our
I-
words.
I
God,
have spell slots remaining.
let's talk it down. Jeez.
I'm not. I assume this is not happening because he was responding to things that Steven is saying, not things that Karis
Yeah.
is saying.
All right. Well, I'm not in the room, so I can't
You're
do
not in the
anything.
room. Go.
So, yeah, what do you
Fix
say?
telepathy.
Let's pretend we're starting over.
As soon as Karis grabs the guy's jaw, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The man you speak and call a god, the one that you gave praise to, has forsaken all of you. By the words of the so-called oracle, which I assume has high standing in the society, the thing that mattered was the upkeep of stone, not the life of the humans that went. So if you wish... Hand off.
Oh, who are you to speak these blasphemous words? Blasphemer, creature?
I'm Karis, Smith of the High King, and champion of Krios.
Oh, I don't know what any of that is except for the blacksmith thing.
Champion of creatine.
Yeah.
What is a creatine?
I guess if we're giving introductions, my name is Laurel Lightwalker, follower of the god Torm.
I am Roger Lunadream. I am a rat catcher.
Oh,
That's oh yeah, that would be a profession in this time.
yes, it is. Yes, it is profession.
Yes, we have those here. What time are you from?
An odd question.
That is an odd question. What do you mean? What time are we
Well, he
from?
said this is a career for this time. Well, what time is he from?
What?
Lies.
Horrid.
What did
Who
I
are
say?
you?
You said it would be a profession of this time.
That was Steven!
He's from the future. He must be killed.
Oh, God.
Wait, what? We need
Us.
to.
You must go back to the future.
Is my regular voice not distinguishable from this?
No.
Yes.
What? Yes.
No,
dang
it is.
Darn it.
Yes,
I was going to say no, but I
but
messed
I'm here
up.
for the laws.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Goodness.
Okay, so
That wisdom though.
he asks you who you are to be a blasphemer against his god. Laurel introduces himself. He introduces himself, says he's a rat catcher. Go on.
Oh.
Is anyone else going to say anything?
We've got too far.
I mean, I can introduce
confused right now.
myself.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Mavari. I'm a follower of Lady Phoebe.
Sorry, you cut off there.
I did?
Yeah, we heard fee.
Yeah.
Phoebe! I'm a follower of Lady Phoebe.
Oh,
Oh.
lady feet.
Lady Phoebe, let me do a roll. She is very prominent in this area. I believe a long time ago there was a lady named Phoebe. She was related in some way to the god Apollo, but I can't remember how. Who is she?
I just look at Mavari.
She's a goddess of your time. Or a titan.
You serve a titan?
And you serve a god who left you to die.
But don't have a good response for that. Hold on. His
Solid
will.
defense.
Fuck. His will is shown in different ways. Just because we don't understand them doesn't mean it's not there for us. I'm sure
Right.
you, sir, are tight. You, lady demon thing.
He has a name. Don't be rude.
Oh, me.
What? No, lady. Miss Mavari. Respectfully, I am inclined to dislike your opinion.
As if yours is anything to even base off of. Your god used the oracle to protect the temple and let all of you get picked up by demons and then thrown into a coliseum.
Those are
And
very
you're-
strong words. I don't know how to argue with you. I don't like it.
I think this probably isn't the time, given their situation, to be discussing things like this for their mental stability.
My thing is we've healed them. What more do we need to do with them?
You
We've
hear
rescued them.
the younger boy, he's like, Did the Oracle really abandon us?
Indeed, she has. There is a reason she is at the top of the pile.
She's not in the pile.
I thought that she was dropped at the top.
No,
I thought
we,
it was
That was
another
a
area.
that was a
we
different
left.
place.
Yeah,
Let's scratch that.
no. Wiki. Bring it back. That didn't happen.
But where is she? I'm sure she fought for her people, right?
She's
She
dead.
fought our people. And our people do not align with these demons.
Apollo wouldn't abandon us. Would he?
Where is your god now?
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
not-
Karis by the snout and I'm like, not now, Karis. Not now, not now. And I'm going to shoot a glare at Movari for good measure. Not now. These people have been through a lot. They do not need this. They don't need to hear it, at least not right now. They will
They
figure
don't
this
need
out.
to hear it, but they can at the very least not treat us as the enemy. After we have pulled them from the pile and cured their wounds.
Yes, I know. But okay, we have a check mark in our box though. But then coming back around and then completely shattering their worldview, be it the truth or not, is not the way to go about it. Not right now. They need rest and they need time to process things.
But they do not know what to process. They believe Apollo still protects them. They believe the Oracle fought for their freedom.
To process, they were attacked by demons. They were smothered under hundreds of dead bodies, trampled by other things. They survived and have been through a lot. They don't know what it looks like out there right now. They need sleep, and they need to converse amongst themselves. Not to mention our appearances are a little jarring, as Movari said. They just need some time. I'm not saying this isn't a conversation that they need to hear, just not right now.
Very well. And Garrus is going to walk outside.
Mavari is also going to leave. She's not going to say anything, though. She's going to follow Sautra down the hall.
I'm gonna have this very dark and tired look in my eyes. I'm gonna stare over at Kita.
I don't know what's going to happen with the light in this place because Karras wasn't emitting bright light.
Oh,
It just gets real dark. Oh shit, who turned out the lights?
I am the lights. No.
Ah!
Blasphemy.
That bro is epic.
Lynch him.
going to sit down and just put my face in my hands.
The woman who was there, the older woman, Laurel, she kind of hobbles her way to you, being healed. She's able to get up and make her way slowly to you, and she kind of puts her hand on your forearm, and she introduces herself as Luanda, and she kind of just smiles at you. Have you found any children?
No.
None at all.
None that were alive.
She kind of just lowers her head, and she says, "Thank you." And she turns around and kind of slowly makes her way back to where she was before, with her head down.
I. I'm
Were
just
there
feeling,
any children?
feeling like shit right now.
You haven't found any.
Like, not even dead ones?
Oh, well, I mean, there's some dead ones in there. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what.
Oh,
that-
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just feeling just feeling a lot like shit.
So, does Bavari go look through the pile for children?
Nope, she's in the room with Seltra.
Okay.
Seltridge is working on fixing LFD.
All right. So, Seltra is fixing LFD. Mavari's in there just watching him because she's creepy. Niskita is enjoying herself a good little beverage and a rest. Laurel is babysitting.
Washing over.
Watching over. And most of them are quiet, and especially with the words that were back and forth a little bit there. The old man, he's visually upset, but he does look like he's thinking at the same time. So maybe he wants to argue, but he's trying to find a grounds to argue on. The child, he's kind of looking around. He's looking at you a lot of times, but if you look at him, he looks away. He's never seen a woman armored like you before, or anything like Chorus, or anything like Niskita, Razmi, or any of you. So
Everything was really new.
yeah, he's pretty curious. He's also kind of wondering what the fuck happened to this building, but that's fine. The rest of them just kind of seem to be sitting there, either napping or resting. The woman, Luanda, you can see tears on her face, but she is silently letting them roll down. And you can see her chest kind of heaving, but it looks like she's trying to keep it inside.
A bit down.
I'm going to noticing her. I'm going to walk over to her and I'm going to ask, Can you describe to me what they look like, please?"
She says, "Yes, I can." Fuck. So she kind of just looks up at you, and she looks you in the eyes, and you can see her eyes are red, and you can see there's a lot of water there, tears. And she looks back down. She starts to talk, but kind of seems a little bit choked up, and then looks down, takes a deep breath, swallows, and she says, "I had 4. I had an 11-year-old. She was strong-minded, but she enjoyed being indoors. She was good with art and the loom." She kind of smiles a little bit to herself. She says, "I have a 7-year-old. He was strong both mentally and physically. We assumed he would be, working, I don't know, outside or doing something. Structures, maybe. But his younger brother," and she kind of smiles and laughs to herself. She's like, "He was 5, but he had such an interest in architecture. He wanted to know how buildings were built. He was always asking about beams, how they stayed sturdy. I don't know where he is, but he would have been great. He would have been able to help the people." And our youngest, she was 3. She had long blonde hair. It shined every time she went out in the sun. She had the best and brightest smile. She had these blue eyes that every time she asked for something and you looked down at her, you just had to give it to her.
Ooh. My eyes get a little misty. I nod and I ask, "With your permission, would you like me to go look for them?"
Find them. There's no way I could ever repay that debt.
Yeah, I'm not asking for a debt to be paid. And I walk out, going to my room, start looking, and I'm not stopping until I find all 4.
You're gonna look through the pile?
Yep, I'm gonna look through the pile. And anyone who seems to match that description, I'm looking for 2 boys, 2 girls, around that age. Any child I find, I'm just going to find and just lay them lay them out, and I'm not stopping until I find them.
So we're gonna have you roll perception checks more than once because you're gonna
Gotcha.
take a long time to do this.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give you advantage, and I'm gonna call it Laurel Determination. So go ahead and roll call it emotional advantage.
And add a d6.
All right. So you said investigation.
Investigation or perception, whichever one's your highest. I assume perception.
Perception, because I get to do it with advantage because I'm in my hybrid form. So yay. Okay.
Add a d6 as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
So
it.
then that 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's a 21 for the first one.
That you're rolling with advantage, sweetheart. So
Oh yeah, I know. So hold on, it might be better.
And you have to roll the d6.
Oh, I have to roll the d6. I keep forgetting about that. Well, still.
That's because we all wish it was a just add a 6.
I
Wouldn't that be
forgot.
nice?
Oh well, it's 1. Okay, so it's 17. But
Right.
hey,
So the first few hours you're out there, Karis the only one. He comes by and he's like, "You look like you're having a rough time." He gives you a bonus and then he keeps on walking. You're out there for a few hours. You're able to find the taller and bigger 11-year-old that she was talking about, her son. He does look like somebody just broke his neck and that was it. It doesn't look like he is harmed other than that.
Oh Jesus.
I found the 7-year-old boy.
The 11-year-old, yes.
Okay, I thought the 11-year-old was a girl.
Oops, yes. I'm sorry, you found the 11-year-old girl.
Okay. All right. Do I find any other kids? And not just
so far.
hers. Not just hers.
Oh,
Any child.
I mean, you see some other children, just not the ones that she asked you about.
Well, still, I take them out. I lay them out. Any child.
Okay. You do run across quite a few. So as a note, as you're doing this, you are focused, but you're not done. Laurel is a caring person. There seems to be no small children. You don't see any child that is like preteen, I guess. What is preteen? That's like 10 years old, right?
So like anybody like still kids to me. Anybody like 7 and below?
Yeah.
10 and below, I don't
no
see
10 and
anything.
below. Yeah.
I don't see anything.
No.
Huh. Small children. It's giving me hag vibes. I don't like it. Regardless, at this point, I'm kind of deep in it, so I'm just gonna keep going. But once I feel like, I found all that I could, I'm going to ask her what she wants to do with the one that I found.
She's, as soon as you bring him in, she starts crying immensely. She is not able to hold it in like she was before. It is vocal, is loud. She is torn inside and outside as you bring her dead son to her. And then eventually she's able to answer you and asks to use. She asked to use it? No, she's not gonna ask to use his. Let me find this other one. She says just south of the Temple of Apollo, there's a place for people to sacrifice goats, animals, crops, stuff like that to Apollo. And then further south, along the road, what she calls the Sacred Way, there is a smaller altar that she wishes to put her son on, and asked to have his eyes covered with the currency of her people and burned.
Technical term is drachmas, I believe.
Yeah, I
Dookies
couldn't
for the
remember.
boat, man.
You did say that there were only like a handful of pieces in here, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I pick up 2, and then I tell her, Done. I walk away and I go knock on the door where Seltra is real quick, just like on the door frame. Seltra, I need to go take care of something. Are all of you okay to just sort of hold down the fort unless you want to come with?
I mean, you see, like, Seltra has, like, LFD partially reconstructed, and then, like, some more paper, and he took one of the fancy towels, and he has, like, the fire torture rod, and he has, like, a pile of ashes, and he's drawing blueprints on the towel. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine right now.
I'm gonna be gone for a while,
Um,
so
I feel like I have a lot to do, so be safe.
You
okay.
going by yourself?
Mm. Yes and no. I have to help. I have to help this woman, and we have a ways to go south. So if
If we
if you
have
want,
completed a short rest, then I will be done with LFD. If we have not, then I am not finished.
Yeah, it's been probably about 4 hours since we actually started.
Okay, cool. Then I am done with LFD.
welcome back, LFD.
Um,
It's gonna be a ways.
if,
But
if it's far, we should probably go with you.
oh
I
well,
agree.
okay,
I don't think it's safe in the city to travel alone. We don't know what
okay.
else is out there. What time is it about now?
It's about 6 p.m.
6 p.m. I think we should go in the morning.
I agree. Yeah, we'll do this in the morning. I'll let her know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And then Seltra will get back to Seltra now that LFD is back. Like, all right, thank God. And then he'll kind of like tap the top of his head, open the back hatch, and let Randall in there. Oh, and then he
Yes.
will have LFD project the blueprints that he kind of wants to use to make the cart, and he'll start drawing on the wall instead of a towel.
All right. So you start scheming out your scheme.
Indeed.
I don't know how else to put it. Designing your cart.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let her know that we're gonna do this in the morning because nighttime is really dangerous. And then I'm just going to wrap her daughter in linen. Um, just so there isn't she's just not out there. And then I'm gonna set the 2 coins on her, so I remember to do that.
So you are in a room full of injured people, sad people, contemplating people, and a dead teenager. Well, preteen.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it.
I hope everybody has a good rest.
Eldra stays up for a very long time. I don't know if Mavari wants to try and keep up with him.
No, she's just staying away from the humans. She doesn't seem to want to be in the same room, so she's probably going to stay in that same room with Seltra, especially if she's going to stay awake.
Okay. Seltra, is it noticeable that Mavari doesn't want to be in there?
Mavari's new habits aren't noticeable to the group yet, so her just standing there away from the rest of the group is not
Uncommon or
Yeah.
out of character? Okay, yeah, no.
Not- not that
Seltra,
yeah.
are you interested in? Like, he's just kind of like for a very long time. It is utter silence in the room because Seltra's not used to anybody being interested in what he's doing. But noticing that you haven't left, he will ask you if you are interested. Like, are you interested in what I'm doing? Do you want to learn how to do this stuff?
I mean, it is fascinating because we don't have those where I come from, but not necessarily.
Oh,
I am curious, does it run on science or magic?
both actually.
Hmm.
And then he'll what's it called? He takes out he pulls out of the bag like the rod of torture, the electric one, and then the 80 feet of copper wire or the 800 feet, I'm sorry, of copper wire that he still has. Yeah, then he coils it around and he makes like a little like a little rudimentary battery out of it.
I'm so happy Karis is outside right now.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so as long as there is something that can give energy, I can make something out of it. And then, so it doesn't really need to be like, I can use water, but water isn't a very good battery since the thing that needs to generate the energy has to be stationary.
I see.
So that's that. But right now, I'm just kind of working on a way so that next time we have to climb through the mountains, we don't all die.
Fair enough.
You were looking kind of rough. And then
It's
I tripped and fell down. No, I wasn't much better. It's fair. And then he kind of like starts making out of like he breaks down one of the chairs since we're not using all 15 of them and starts making like little mock-up little models of what he's going to try and make so that he has like a better understanding of what he's doing. But he stays up for a very long time because Seltra only needs 4 hours of sleep.
Mavari does fall asleep in the corner she's been sitting on. She like just nestles in between, like in the corner of a wall.
Noticing that at like probably super late at night, Seltra will take off his cloak and put it on Mavari as a blanket, and then go back to work.
Chris, you said you're outside.
Yes,
Yes. How long are you outside for?
until the stars come out.
And then do you go back inside?
Nope, I'm going to take the pendant off of my neck, and Chris isn't really one for prayer, but he's reasonably frustrated at the moment. But he's going to say, "You have sent me here as an enemy of these people, when their gods have abandoned them. I do not know why you sent me here, and I hope you give me the strength to continue forth. But I just wish to know what the goal is."
So,
And
about the time that you finish that, a dragonborn walks around this little corner over here. A green dragonborn. But
Do I recognize it?
No. Well, yeah. She looks like a reflection of you. But female.
and green.
Yes.
Yep.
She just kind of looks at you for a second, and then just kind of looks down, and then looks back up.
Does she have like a pendant or anything like I have?
No.
Okay.
I tried
You tried what?
to blend.
Sorry, to blend?
Yes, blend.
People.
I spent a long time in hate.
Was that before or after the humans? And right now I'm speaking in Draconic.
She speaks that, so all right.
I'd be surprised if she didn't.
That's fair. She says,
Before they came, I was free. I roped, I soared, and I slept peacefully under the same stars, under the blessings of who you know as Krias.
But from everything that I can tell, Krias is seen as an antagonist to these gods. But how can these gods, how can their facade trick these people into thinking that they are the good ones when clearly it is them who has abandoned them? And it's the Titans who have watched over from the beginning.
When you imprison and kill off your adversaries, you have the right to write history.
I know, History is being written from my home world as we speak, and I am on the side of defeat. I wish not that my name will be associated with enemies. However, the people that are writing the history books have something to prove for themselves. They've given these machines, and they have made life borderline easier. But the people lack the foresight. However, they see what is right in front of them, and they see that it is, at least for now, good. So what do we see here? What good is being done?
You are doing it now.
What good is being done by the gods? Why am I being seen as the enemy?
You are rewriting the history that these people know. Time is on your side, Chorus.
Do I know that this is Delphine?
Probably, maybe.
Yeah,
That's
I
up
mean,
to
with
you.
the voice
Oh.
and Patrick Reception 16.
What are you?
I do not wish to antagonize myself, but if people will accuse me of being their enemy without giving me a chance to speak, then I don't have much of a choice. It is what they call a self-fulfilling prophecy. To antagonize me until I am forced to bend my hand.
You can see a slight smile.
Welcome to dealing with humans.
I have dealt with humans in trade alone, but that at least has the advantage of they know I exist. These people believe me to be some sort of foreign entity, which I am, quite frankly.
They
But-
fear what they do not know.
God damn it! Why does the wise guy not know this?
You are young.
Delphine, what do you advise?
Go to the home that knows you. Leave these people to their doom.
I cannot do that. I was given a quest. I have let down my master and my friend by running away in his time of adversary. I will not run away from another.
She kind of tilts her head.
But you do not know them. Why would you help them?
Because to my knowledge, they have saved my life. If what I gather is true, then I was sent to the afterlife of this world. The afterlife of my world is completely different. From what I know, there are Yggdrasil could be one of many trees within a forest. And within Yggdrasil, there is the underworld known as Helheim, where it is cold and it is windy. Where I awoke was hot and bothersome. But there were corpses and people were being sent there from other worlds. And since everyone there seemed to have an interconnection with the gods and the titans of this world, I can only believe that they are one in the same, underworld to wherever I am right now. And so if that was the case, then I was killed and I was damned. So, but I was given the tools and with a quest to save the son of the Titan of the Stars. I literally owe him my life. I cannot walk away right now.
She smiles at you with respect.
Karis, should you need, all you have to do is call. I respect the Titans and you.
She turns around and
Resistance.
starts walking away.
Your assistance is appreciated. He'll hold out his hand for like.
Fist
Well,
bump.
as he's turning around, he'll hold out his hand, so I don't know if she'll even see it. And he'll kind of like awkwardly put it down and look like that wasn't done in the first place.
She walks down the stairs into the dark.
So this amphitheater, like the amphitheater is all stone, correct?
Yes.
Let's see. What spells do I have?
Is there anything anybody else would like to do before they go to bed besides build stuff?
Yeah. Go to the pile of bodies.
What?
Want to go to the pile of bodies?
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone.
All right. So you get to the pile of bodies, find yourself a handsome man.
No.
Oh.
No.
Nope.
No. I'm not that kind of warlock.
Oh, sorry.
Good lord, why are you like this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just like observe mass grave that's before me, basically, and I'm gonna kind of just stand out, and I'm gonna call out to my patron.
I will side note as you call out that you see cars walking around the background of this amphitheater, looking at the
Yeah.
stone.
Well, so what he was doing is he was going to look for like a very janky piece of armor, just a flat, well, like a wide metal plate. And then I would like to know, or he would try to cast heat metal on it, but control it so that it doesn't burn, and then curl up on it.
Like by the body, if I can do this English thing, by the pile of bodies, in the pile of bodies, on like a stone bench in the
Oh,
amphitheater.
yeah, like just on a seat in the amp, or like wherever they're like, because I know it will wobble around a bit. So yeah, probably just like in the dirt, dig out like a little divot, put the plate in so that it doesn't wobble, cast heat metal, and then curl up on it, kind of like a heated blanket.
Okay. Done. Most of the metal that you find are in pieces. Anybody that was wearing armor, like a breastplate, it would have been crushed in. So, yeah,
Well, blacksmith's tool, so I can flatten it out.
fair enough. I can fix this. All right. So, Niskita, you are in front of this pile of bodies.
Indeed. So yeah, I call out to my patron and I will say, "All right, you coward. You know for a fact that death is something I'm used to almost on the daily at this point. What I need to know now is if you will let me listen to their voices one last time. You let me listen to the ones I've killed many times, but I want to give these people one last chance to tell their story. And I will sit there, I'll listen, and see if I hear any voices."
You hear laughter. From your left, you hear a deep laughter. From your right, you hear a deep laughter. From behind you, you hear deep laughter. From in front of you, you hear deep laughter. From all around this amphitheater, echoing into the night, you hear a deep laughter. And Karis, you actually hear that also.
Oh.
And then you see one of these bodies, like a human man. Nothing special about him, just average. Looks like his throat's torn open. You hear the neck kind of crack a little bit, like a sound, as it straightens up or a little bit and then falls back over. And you see the arm broken, kind of drag himself a little bit out of the pile.
Guiding bolt.
Die.
You
It's
see
not zombie.
it drags towards you.
No, I'm serious. Guiding bolts.
Can he see it?
Oh, if I can't see it, never mind.
Do you have dark vision?
Oh,
I'm here for the lols. So to skid this thing drags out towards you. And then you hear like a raspy voice.
Wish to ask questions, mortal.
Tell me, what happened here? What happened to Apollo?
He abandoned the people.
Why?
He is a fool.
gods are full these days.
Silence. You think you speak to this mortal?
I don't know how to respond to that. You cannot silence me, you're just a corpse.
Kind of looks down at his broke ass arm that's been dragging him out.
You may have one question. Go.
Why are these people turning into demons?
An army is spread thin. It is easier to destroy from within.
And the body collapses.
Great, great. Now there's an army. Great. I'd say I don't get paid enough for this, but I don't get paid at all. And she will return to the others.
You go inside. Karis hears laughter in the background. Can't see where it's coming from. Snuggles in for a long winter's rest.
The only person still up is probably Self.
Yeah. Seltra, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Excellent. It's 14, actually. It's not bad.
Okay, so you might have heard it a little bit, but you're also focused, so it's up to you.
Yeah, no, Seltra gets tunnel vision when he's working.
So Niskita gets her answer and walks back inside.
Seltra starts to jot down a list of things that he might need for this cart.
I will go to Seltra. And I will let him know that we might be having to deal with a potential army.
How you figure that out?
Would you believe me if I told you a dead body told me?
At this point, nothing's out of the question.
I knew you were going to say, at this point, no. Or yes, whatever.
At this point, nothing's out of the question. So, sky's the limit.
So it sounds to me like someone's creating these demons to add on to their army. Who's doing it? That's what I don't know.
That's that is actually the question I would like to know. Since, I mean, maybe it would stop if we just got rid of that person. This room looks like a madman's house, by the way. Just imagine the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia chalkboard. The cork board with the strings and letters all over the place, except instead of thumbtacks and yarn, it's just ash scrawlings and like ink.
Afraid to touch anything.
Don't, please. I haven't written this stuff down yet. I've used the walls as paper. This is for something. This is for something I'm trying to build for all of us.
Cool. But yeah, at this point it seems like most of the gods are abandoning their positions because of this army that's rising up.
I think that'd be about the time where they got, you know what, I don't know how these people work, so I'm not gonna pretend to know what they would be doing. I can say what they should be doing, but that's just me. Looks like we're gonna have to. I mean, I say looks like we're gonna have to do it, but I really want to get rid of all of this stuff. I don't like that these demons are just doing what they're doing. I haven't really run into too many demons in my life outside of the past month, but they don't seem like good things. And the more of them there are, the less good that there is. So, here's hoping that we can actually do something about this before it kind of like looks around, kind of like leans into the other room and sees, like, I'm guessing the sleeping injured people more out of hand.
We want to try to limit ourselves in terms for lessening this demonic army from growing and expanding. from my experiences, taking the person out from the top is usually a general or captain or some leader of some kind. Take out the leader, you take out the troops.
Well, we have to find them. And that's the tough part, because we don't even know where he is or where they are or what they want. We just know. What's up?
What we might want to do is try to keep one of these demons alive. Question
That
it.
is true. We'll have to keep that in mind for next time.
So I will note, Seltra is aware of this. I don't know about Mosquita. She kind of goes in her own little world sometimes. So the village, the first village you had actually interacted with once you came to the surface, they told you that an army of demons rolled through the village, destroyed everything, and then
Yeah, so we know that there is an army of demons that kind of came through the first place, but we don't. We know they were going north, but we don't know where they're going to specifically. It's kind of. We kind of converged on the idea that north was the way to go.
We should wait in the morning or till the morning with everyone regrouped and let's throw all of our cards onto the table and figure out all the information we do have and what information we still need.
Not a bad idea, but we do have something to help Laurel with in the morning, so we'll have to do that when we come back. Plus, I don't plan, or I think it's a good idea for us to not necessarily leave the city for a while, since this is probably going to take me some time, and there's some other stuff I want to work on to help us as we continue. It's best not to just go out to the next place without, being properly stocked up on material. Now that we have a place where we can actually sit and we can work, it's a good idea for us to try and get some items, some material to make the coming obvious fight a little more bearable.
There is something. There's a lot of questions, and I feel like we have minimal answers.
That's not untrue.
Anyways, I'm gonna down another bottle. Good night.
Have fun. I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, she'll give you kind of like the middle finger.
Yeah, fair enough.
we all have that friend. Alright. So with that, everybody goes to sleep, and all is quiet throughout the building. You wake up the next morning, everybody gets a long rest, everybody has their spells back, everybody has their hit die back. It's a good day. Ta-da, you made it! Yay!
Hooray!
First, you wake up outside, happy as can be. It seems quiet. You are unmolested by anything throughout the night. And as you kind of rouse from slumber, you can see that at the top of the amphitheater, Delphine is taking off. Like maybe she was there all night, watching over you. And the rest of you, you're in there. Everybody seems to be asleep except for, and Laurel would probably notice this first, the mother. She's not asleep. She is sitting there next to her daughter. Not crying, not breathing heavily, just staring at her.
Going to walk over to her, and I'm going to say, I'm going to get my companions together, and then we'll take you to where you need to go, okay?
She just smiles up at you. She just nods.
All right, kind of give her like a little half smile back. And then I go find out where everybody is. I go look for Selcher first because I'm knowing his habits. I'm sure that he's exactly the same place that I left him.
Yeah, you can see the room's all fucked up. He was writing on the wall. You should probably clean that first. You don't want to be a rude guest.
Guess to who?
What, the dead?
Hey, Somebody still owns the deed to this. You don't know the laws.
Seltra?
Seltra is asleep. Oh, like he's kind of like draped on top of LFD, and you can see like there's like a light flickering in his palm, and if you look down at it, it's kind of like the blue like if you look down at it, the image is of like the blueprints that he had drawn out, so that he could keep them with him with magical thinker.
I'm gonna like gently shake him.
Hmm.
Seltra,
Yes.
did you get enough sleep?
I think so.
All right, are you still good to help me get to where we need to go?
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm just gonna leave this stuff here and take one of these not drawn on towels and like put it up put it up in the door frame
Okay.
so that nobody so people don't come in here and mess with stuff.
Okay, this is really impressive. I would ask what it's all about, but I feel like you could tell me. We could walk and talk.
Yeah, I need to make sure. This is a big place. Maybe on the way we'll find some stuff that I need to make this work. And he kind of like uses his telekinesis to undo two of the wires that are kind of like creating the circuit with the rod of torture, and then he puts the whole thing back in his bag.
I am gonna. I obviously like Mavari is obviously. Is she awake already?
Oh, for sure. She's sitting in the corner. But it looked like she was meditating because her hands were in her lap and her eyes were closed, but she was sitting straight up.
If Bavari is awake, then Seltra will take his cloak back.
Oh, it's folded neatly next to her. She no longer has it.
Oh, okay. He will pick it up.
For Mavari anyway. The new Mavari. All right, cool. I am. I don't know. I like look at Mavari and I'm like, Mavari,
Yes.
are you ready to go?
I guess. She stands up and like goes to brush herself off and then remembers she's wearing something absolutely filthy and is like, okay.
Do you want me to clean that?
Yeah, I know.
Can you?
I have.
Can you?
And then Seltra will kind of like mess with his hand, the robot one, obviously, and kind of like twist it around, and there'll there'll be like a little hose on the back, and his hands, his flesh one, the circuits will glow, and he'll put it on top of it, and he will spray he'll like kind of mist it down like with Febreze and use prestidigitation to clean off the blood stains and the dirt.
Does it smell better?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You told you could have done this whole time.
You know what? Yes.
I'm curious, does it change the color of the coat of the robe?
Oh, cleaning it? That's a I don't know. That depends on how dirty it was and whether or not cleaning off the dirt would change the color.
Demon blood, I think.
I don't know, Todd. What do you think?
Hey,
Okay.
what? I'm sorry. What? What? Ooh.
Would cleaning off the coat change its color?
Oh, no.
Okay.
That is hundreds and thousands of years of death.
Not even with what's it called?
Do you have a bleach prestidigitation? You know what? Never mind.
The answer's no, but
Prestidigitation? No, it's black. That's just the color of it.
You smell lovely.
Yes. That's
Wait,
better
yeah.
than covered in dirt.
Ari screws his hand back on. I've been messing around with this too.
Yeah.
I have a lot of free time while you guys are asleep.
As you screw your hand back on, you hear like whoo coming from the doorway.
Fair.
Yes, you're awake. Excellent.
Oh, where's LFD's token?
I'm sorry, it's in the garbage. Hang on.
Get wrecked.
Where the fuck is LFD?
Right. Okay. Head count. Where's Kita?
Last I heard, she was going to get drunk and go to sleep.
Yeah, so
Alright.
I'm probably passed out.
I'll go find Kita. walk and I'll go find her. Where do I find Kita?
Just on the ground, bottle in hand.
Just on the ground?
On the ground.
Randall is back to being a squirrel. I don't know if I said that.
I'm going to lean down and like shake Kita. Kita.
5 more
Kita.
minutes. 5
No,
more minutes.
no, 5 more minutes. Kita, get up.
Fine.
Are you? God, you sound like me when I was a teenager. Get up.
Hey, I'm up. Jeez.
Okay, excellent. Are you okay?
Yeah, are you?
Well,
Oh.
not okay. No, I'm not okay, but I will be okay. I'm asking if you're okay because you're passed down face down. Passed out face down on the ground with a
Face
bottle
down
in
at
your
the
hand.
top.
Darren, shut up.
Dude, there's so many jokes there.
So I'm just asking, I'm just trying to make sure that, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. You make it sound like this isn't normal. Oh, I guess we've only known each other for a few days. Never mind. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. That's very good. I'm glad you're okay. Where's Raspy?
He's just standing there watching.
Raspy.
She's posed in the corner.
Raspy, good.
She just smiles. You are an interesting bunch of people. I enjoy watching you.
I look at her, then I look at Kita, and I'm like, watching Kita passed out on the ground this entire time.
She snores in 3 different tones.
What? I don't snore.
Of course. Sorry.
He doesn't snore in 3 different.
We're going to put a pin in that. All right. I'm gonna gather everyone together, do a head count. I'm like, okay. All right. We're all here. We're all good. So I guess I should quit being vague and saying what we're actually doing. Miss Lawanda, I found her daughter last night for her. She was the only one that I could find, and she would like to put her to rest. But the place where she wants to put her to rest is south. But she really needs this closure. I didn't want to bring it up, only because it just sort of seemed like we were all a little tense, and I apologize. And I look at Mavari and Karis for snapping. I've just been under a lot of stress, and I have recently found out that I don't handle that very well, and I'm trying to work on that. So I apologize for snapping. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not. But and he looks at Kita. Oh, I'm not.
It's awkward. I'm like, kind of smile.
But if you all are willing, would you be willing to help us out and get her to her and her daughter where they need to go?
South is where we came from, right?
I don't think we're going. Are we going that far? I don't think we got to cross the river. I think it's just. Well, I don't know. How far are we going?
She said it was. Oh, thank you, sticky notes. It deleted those notes of how south we have to go. Fantastic. So I'll have to ask her again.
Still in the city.
Okay.
Just south side of the city. In the Sacred Way is what she called it.
Oh, okay. So we're just going to the south side of the city. That's not. We're not even really leaving. That's excellent. I need to see if I can gather stuff for something that I'm trying to build.
Is that this direction we came from?
Yeah, we came from the bottom of the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Yes.
little blue square is the pass wall.
Yeah. So I guess we are just kind of going back the way we came, kinda until till like we're in the place that we actually need to be. Um.
She is right there, so she will chime in. It's on the southeast side of the city. It's along the road. If you follow
Oh.
the road out of the city from here, you'll actually happen upon it.
Okay. Southeast follow the road. Um. Okay. All right. All right. Uh. Excellent. Then I guess with all of that out of the way, um, I guess we should go ahead and get moving so we can start working on the thing you want to build, Siltra?
Well, yeah, I gotta get some supplies, some materials.
Okay. We can work on that on the way back, gather stuff. Great. So let's go.
I'm gonna cast Locate Object
Ooh.
to find the Oracle staff.
Ooh.
What's the range?
1,000 feet.
So you reach out with nature's power, and you do not sense the staff within 1,000 feet.
I bet with those anti Santas, the nega Santas, the nega Santa Claus.
Krampuses?
Yes, the tiny
Yeah.
Krampus.
I had hoped to locate the staff of the Oracle, so that these people may have some semblance of closure, but it seems it is not here anymore.
Those the demons with the big bags. I saw them just taking things and stuffing whatever they could into those bags. They might have taken it, but who knows? We might run across it. We'll also be able to see how much progress Delphine managed to make. With the demon thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's hoping
Yeah.
that
That she did
nothing.
something. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they died.
Oh yeah, me too. I hope that this is just going to be, a simple trip there and back. A
Sure will
simple,
be.
quiet trip there and back. All right, let's go. And I'll carry her daughter. And I assume she's coming with us?
I will leave that up to you guys. She offers to go, but she does also offer up the knowledge that she has no fighting capabilities or skills. So if a fight comes up, she shall scream and run.
Fighting is for us to do. I don't expect you to fight anything.
Yeah, we'll take care of the fighting.
She thanks you, and I can help cook. I do know how to do that. I know how to mend armor, small patches at least.
Well, we're not needing those sorts of services. We're just trying to help you put your
However,
daughter
if you
to
want to
rest.
teach me how to do that after we're done, I would not be opposed.
Good. Yes. After all you're doing, I'll help you in any way I can.
All right.
All right. So the first thing you run across is crazy shit. As y'all kind of are going down this road, you run across three kind of buildings, all that are on this north side of the road. As you kind of go around the bend to the left, that looks like it's going downhill back towards the south. As you are walking slowly, because Laurel is carrying somebody, and while she is strong, this is going to be a long walk on an elevated surface. So I wouldn't call it like a walk in the park, but I mean, y'all can move at a steady pace. There is a steady stage of statues to your left as you go across, and there are 9 statues on this little stone stage. They have different little inscriptions underneath them that talk about music, great people of the past. Some of them are naked, some of them are clothed, some of them are holding spears. The last one is probably the one that would stand out to you. It is the only female, and she is sitting down, and she is holding a lyre, the instrument that Apollo is holding on his temple. And the last building before you actually start to go south down the hill, that's on the left, is actually you can read it, and it says that it's a sanctuary to someone, Neoptolemus. It depicts an armored warrior stabbing his sword down through the heart of a king of some kind. But it is also dragging by the wrist a woman. You can kind of see the inscription, and unless y'all stop at it, then that's pretty much it. And then headed south from there, you go across that big ass golden statue. You follow the road down. You go between the altar and that statue. You see again the very tall column of snakeheads that come out of it, or that come out. And then you get well past the statues and the temple. So to your left, as you get down to the south side of this road past the temple, you can see a stone-covered walkway with a storage picture. And it's, you can see the inscription. It says Athens. And it's talking about how it was named after Athena. And it says the goddess of wisdom. And it kind of has different pictures and different inscriptions talking about how they kind of some of the steps that they went through to invent democracy. And it is kind of advertising itself as a great center for learning and inviting people to it. And it also seems to boast a little bit about having a large fleet. And it shows a picture of a port and lots of ships. And again, it's kind of like a come and see Athens.
Wait, so we can read this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just made everything easier. I thought about not doing it, and then I was like, let's not do that. That would just complicate everything ever. And then if y'all failed rolls, you'd be like, what is this? And I'm like, well, nothing. And then
when it gets to the part about democracy, Karis will remark, I do not see the power in giving the common man an educated decision to discuss who will be in power. Because have you met the common man?
I protect the common man.
Now, do you realize that the common man, in all of his insight and day-to-day decision-making, half of the population is worse than that? I'm one of them, for the record. I am not dismissing myself from this accusation.
I mean, we don't really have we don't have that where I'm from. It's just
a democracy, or I mean, I don't have a democracy. I have a monarchy.
Correct. A monarchy is the correct way.
We don't really have a monarchy.
To let those who govern be determined by a tried and true familial chain, and if they do not appease the people have a right to revolt and upset the monarch.
I mean, we just kind of have. I mean, to say communal living, I guess, is kind of the way it goes. We don't live in a very large town. So.
Oh, but you're not governed by one large governing body. It's just sort of like you have your village and then you have your mayor, elder.
Everybody just kind of has their jobs.
Casual conversation as we walk.
Yeah.
The conversation of statecraft and governments.
Yes,
You do.
the woman looks confused. Higher learning wasn't very popular back then for everybody. So a lot of people don't speak like you are. They are less educated in the way of politics, which gave educated people the constant upper hand. On the left-hand side, which I hope I said that was on the right, because I'm losing track heading south and trying to remember left and rights. As you walk down here and you get into what she actually points at and says, "This is the sacred way," like this area right here. You go in between the buildings, the little Athens huge monument, and you can see it. It is very large. The pictures and descriptions and inscriptions, that whole area covers about 80 feet. And then on the other side of this little roadway, there is another building, and it actually says that it is the treasury of Corinth. And it is a tall, long building. It is a white stone, and it is about 40 feet long, and it is about 15 feet wide. And in the center of this way, you can see kind of benches and stone little platforms. And then in the center of it, you can see a small stone altar. It is no more than 8 feet long. It is only about 3 feet wide. It looks like it is made for minor sacrifices and things like that. But you are here. That would have taken no more than an hour and a half or so. So it's probably about 8 in the morning.
Belcher would have been keeping a lookout for, I guess, carts and other material that he could have used to try and fashion one for the way back.
All right. There will be a completed roll for that kind of thing later. But as you guys gather materials, and she kind of just, Laurel sets the body of this daughter down on the ground, and the mother sits there on the ground on her knees, knelt down, and she has her eyes closed and whispering to herself. And I mean, Laurel may not like it. Nobody may not like it. But it sounds like she's saying a prayer. Maybe you want to say something, but for one reason or another, you don't. Or
Be respectful.
maybe you do. Mavari might walk by and go, "Bitch." No, I'm just kidding.
He's a
But
bitch.
you guys gather some material.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So this is this like an altar, like a stone altar, like in Narnia, or is it like a dirt plot?
It is a stone altar.
Do you intend to leave the body in the stone?
No, we're gonna do something else.
Very well.
Letting her continue. I did give her the two.
Points.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So you
Whoever
guys
gets
walk
that.
around. You guys walk around on the outside of this area, gathering sticks, brush, leaves, anything that will burn. And you put on top of this stone altar. She asks Laurel for help, and y'all lift her up onto this little altar. And she places the 2 coins above her eyes, and then she looks towards Laurel, and then she steps back, and she silently starts crying and looks at the ground. Laurel, what do you do?
Because I know the next step is cremation. I'm going to.
So everything is just kind of like loosely piled on top.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Vines are going to sprout up from the ground, and they're going to cover up everything like stone, whatever materials we just had, and the body itself as I cast Entangle.
Oh.
She
I'm
looks
going-
a little bit frightened, a little bit curious, and then she looks at Karis with appreciation.
I am going to. I don't have any fire.
You don't
That's
have
fire.
a flint and tinder in your backpack?
I don't know why.
I do. So.
Okay.
This got awkward. So who got fire?
I did not
actually-
prepare any fire spells because we're against demons.
No. I do have a tinderbox. I'm good.
So like, I can use the lens in LFD's head to make a fire if we need to.
No, I got a tinderbox.
Get violent.
All right, so I'm going to step forward, and I'm going to bite my lip just a little bit, but I am going to kneel down and I'm going to whisper so no one else can hear it. And I'm going to ask Torm that if Apollo won't take her soul, please watch over her. And then I'm going to light it.
Alrighty. As the sun is still rising in the background, as the smoke starts to go into the air, as a woman cries softly to herself, everybody stares at this burning altar. where a
Karis will
young
also
girl-
say a light prayer of, may, like, 'cause since she went down basically fighting, so by Norse standards, she will be accepted into Valhalla. So may her journey be swift, and may her battle be glorious.
So everybody stares, and as the smoke goes up into the air, we prepare for next week. The hell do you Google without getting in trouble with the FBI?
Nothing.